Hello friends, hello everybody. Good to see everyone today. Happy Saturday to you. Looking forward to today and getting on track here. Watkins, Glen. Going to be a good time. Let's go ahead and get started by saying hi to everybody. We got Steven Sills in P1. Well done, sir. Your streak continues, I think, of podiums. Blank, good to see you as well. BL, P3 energy for you. Great to see you. Depetha Rocks, good to see you, Deep. We have you at 4th place energy. Wonderful to have you here. Been a while. Paul, good to see you. Let's see. Ghost Metal, morning to you. All right, and that catches me up so far. I actually forgot to make the stream public. Usually I set it up and get it all going for. I do it one day ahead, so I should have done it yesterday, and I didn't make it public until this morning. So for those of you who usually see it and then click the notify me button, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. But yeah, so that's what happened there. We have some fun planned today, I do believe. We've got our friend coming on here in a moment. Well, I'll introduce him in a little bit. But basically, the lay of the land today is we'll be at Watkins, Glen. In the sprint model of the M6. I do still have a little bit of a cough, as you can hear right there. I talk about it, and I speak it into existence. So I'm going to try not to cough too much. And then, let's see. After that, I might get a few races in after we're done with the session. But probably a little bit shorter stream today. Probably hovering around 3 hours would be my expectation. So that's what's going on. But great to have you all today. Hopefully, if you're looking to improve at Watkins and in general, our discussion here and our session will help you as well. So yeah, that's what's going on. All right, without any more delay, let's go ahead and bring our friend in, and we'll get started here. All right, Mr. Allan, how are you doing, sir?
Hello.
It's great to have you here, bud.
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. So,
it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great. I always love it when we, sometimes we have fellow streamers on, and that's fun and enjoyable. But often when we have a streamer on, we've already experienced them in some way because maybe we've watched their stream before and that sort of thing. But when we have a subscriber on, and we've never actually heard your voice before, this is a really cool opportunity, and a little bit of a leap for you as well, because you have said on multiple occasions now you're a little nervous about today, but
I am.
but hopefully, as we settle in here, all those nerves will calm down, and as I said, you're among friends for sure. We're all rooting for you today. So tell us a little bit about your background. We'll start with GT7, how you got started, what you started with, where you are now, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so I used to play on a PlayStation 4. I used to play GT7 4 or 5, I can't remember, with my father,
Mm-hmm.
and always thought it was a very cool game. But didn't never really got it back into it. So with work commitments, etc. So,
Yeah.
but the lads, a couple of my friends have the PlayStation with GT7, and we used to have like beer and pizza night and go up to their place. They had the rigs, with the rig with the steering wheel, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was super impressed with the graphics on GT7 again. So
Yeah, they're good.
yeah, that was about 2 years ago. I said to my wife if I can buy a PlayStation 5 and the game itself, and then within a few months ended up buying a rig as well. So
Yeah, interesting.
yeah, so I've been playing it for about 2 years now. Um, there's quite a competitive group. One guy in particular will chase me on circuit experience and keep trying to better times that
Oh, is that
I
right?
put in. Oh yeah, to the point where I think he beat me once by 9 thousandths of a second
Oh, wow, that is
on
really close.
on the one of the sectors at the Nürburgring. So yeah, it's pretty cutthroat. But
Indeed.
yeah, I've been playing it for about 2 years, enjoying it and just looking to get a bit faster in it.
Right, right. So, what wheel did you end up getting?
I bought the Fanatec Didi Pro with the power pack on it, so it's quite a good steering wheel. It's quite heavy
Right.
when you want it to be.
Now you actually
Um,
sent me a picture of that, I believe. We can probably show the friends here. Give me a moment. A couple other things to show you here as well. But there it is. Give the people a little look-see there. There's your setup. You were telling me how you have a setup teardown kind of situation. You're in the living room there, so you have it. You said you have it on wheels as well, right? And that sort of thing.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. I can't leave it set up in the front room all the time. So yeah, it's quite a heavy thing. So yeah, we got some of these some wheels for it.
Yeah.
And when I want to use it, we just get out spare room, wheel it into the front, roll the rugs up, and put the table away,
Yeah.
uh, roll the rig into the front room, and have a go for a few hours. I was saying to you the other day that that probably hinders me from just being able to jump on for half an hour during the day when I've got spare
Right.
time. But because it's a pain having to get the rig out of the spare room
Yeah. Yeah. I
every
wonder
time. So
how many people in chat right now do you guys have a setup teardown type of situation where you don't have a permanent spot, but you got to bring it out? Just curious if anyone has that. That'd be cool to know in chat. So that's something else. We really it's pretty nifty. It's a good looking rig there though. And see, we have this other picture here of the other. It's a nice TV too that you got there. It's a good viewing angle. I like it. That's
it's
really
good
cool.
size. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about hopefully setting the rig up in a spare room with a smaller screen just on a stand in front of it, to
Yeah.
make it more accessible. But it's finding a spare room.
Right. Right. So so how did you end up looking at getting a session with us?
Well, I watched quite a few YouTube videos on GT7, the usuals, Rory and Sammy Snake and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know these guys do, or some of these guys do, one-to-one tutoring. And then I just came across where you in the US, you're about 6 hours behind. So
Mm-hmm.
it was late one evening. It must have been a Saturday night that you were doing a learn with lead, and I thought, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Just to sit and watch you and a guest, and it really caught on to me. So every time you're online with a guest, I always make sure I watch it. So, and then when you mentioned that the Learn with Lead sessions are available to anyone, I thought, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I may as well sign up.
Right.
And then there was a long wait. It was about 2 month wait.
That's the trade. That's the trade-off, right? Is
Yeah,
you're gonna have to wait a while.
Yeah, and then as the date got closer, yeah, the nerves start kicking in.
Yep.
But I'm really pleased to be here. I really appreciate you taking the time out to give
Oh,
us
you're
some.
welcome. Yeah, we love doing
Yeah,
this. This is a staple now of the channel for sure. Wasn't my idea originally. We were is a Wicked Quick's idea to do something like this. So it's his brainchild. I actually never thought people would want to do it. Actually, I
yeah,
I was pretty skeptical that people would want to come on into a live session, and kind of like what you're experiencing, with the nerves. Like, I'm doing this in front of everybody, where I'm used to just doing it in the comfort of my living room, and maybe my spouse or a kid is watching, and that's it.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's right.
real quick, need to say hi to Quad. Great to see you, man. And Mr. Middleton, great to see you. He says your tips are helping. I just hit a 35.3 in daily beat. That's really good, dude. That's just a couple tenths off of me. Nicely done. Um, Now, a little bit of background from you before we start getting on track and doing the thing here. You originally are from the UK, but you don't live there anymore. You live somewhere else, and your story of how you got where you are is pretty wild. Please tell everybody.
Yeah, sure thing. So I was born in the northeast of England, in a place called Middlesbrough. My father built a boat in Hartlepool, which is not too far away. It's a 50-foot Faro cement ketch, so a cement boat. And we left the UK to sail around the world. We left the UK down into France, through to Portugal and Spain, and then we had some engine problems outside of Gibraltar. Gibraltar's a little UK colony on the end of Spain.
Yeah.
But we had engine problems. We were towed into port in Gibraltar in 1983, and we never left. I finished my school in there. We ended up selling the boat and moving into properties in Spain. So yeah, I live in just across the border in a town called San Roque, Campamento and San Roque.
Mm-hmm.
Lived in Spain now for 20 years. I used to live in Gibraltar before that.
And how old were you at the time?
8.
You were 8 years old. You're on a
Yeah,
family boat trip. You
yeah,
get you have engine trouble. You break down, and then your parents just say, you know what, this is better than where we were. We stay here. I
that's it.
I just
That's it.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's different.
That's just so fun. So for
Yeah.
those who don't know, I'm half Spaniard. My dad is from Spain,
Uh,
so I have some kinship with people over there. And so yeah, when I remember you saying you were living in Spain in chat a while back, and so there's that immediate connection there. But yeah, we're taking a look at the boat now a little bit, and what altered the course of your life in a very real way. And so you must really enjoy it there. You have married since as well. Is she from Spain, or is she from the UK or somewhere else?
she's from Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Another
Okay.
interesting story there.
Okay.
I used to play 8-ball pool or billiards in
Mm-hmm.
Gibraltar,
Okay.
and I used to qualify for the World Championships to play for Gibraltar. So we went to the UK. We play against the likes of England, France, Ireland, Scotland, all those sorts.
Yeah.
And my wife was playing for Northern Ireland, so we actually met at the 8-ball World
Did you
Championships
did
in
you did
Burlington.
you face each other?
No, no, no.
No.
It's a men's.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
men's and women's category. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. But that's where you met. That's
Yes, that's right.
hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. And she moved to Spain about 20 years ago now.
Incredible. You just never know the twists and turns of what life is going to bring you, huh? That's
For
awesome.
sure.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that. It's really fun, and it's great to have you on today, and great to get to know you a little bit better. And hopefully here, as we go around Watkins here in a little bit, we'll be able to find those improvements that you're looking for. So when you race, are you typically doing the dailies? Are you in Are you doing? Um, are you just doing? What am I trying to say? League races or lobbies with friends? How are you normally driving?
Um, Normally just daily races. Normally daily race B.
Mm-hmm.
This week is a bit crazy, but
Mm-hmm. Frantic
yeah,
over at
normally
Deep
it's
Forest.
yeah, it's madness. Yeah, normally it's daily race B.
Okay, got it. And you are ranked B right now, correct?
That's right. Yeah,
You're in the trenches of GT7, I like to say. Um,
yeah,
it's it's
certainly
it
feels that way.
it's wild. It's wild facing those guys. Um, let's see, and right now you have a time here. You're about 1 second off of my time, right? So you have a what is it, a 34.5 or what?
30,
What?
that's right. Yeah,
34.5.
34.5. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, for everyone watching right now, we're about to start the actual coaching session. Awesome to get to know our friend Allan, and before we start doing this, and so, but yeah, what we'll do is we're gonna go around the track, identify some spots that maybe are giving Allan some trouble. After that, we'll play a little bit of follow the leader. Then we'll watch his inputs. Then we might have discussions about different things. We might do a little bit of experimenting or a little bit of exercises, depending on what we see. And then, excuse me. And then after that, we'll have Allan go to the daily and see about getting a better time over there. See if we can put it all together. Before we do that, real quick, let's see. Gotta say hi to Apex Bones, player, Forza, player. Oh, I said player already. Smooth G8. Good to see you guys. I am a Spider-Man fan. Yes, I love my Spider-Man. And this is an old shirt too. In fact, lead pencil random trivia. The latest version of the Lego rig that you guys see at I'm not actually ending the stream, but this Lego rig right here, right? That now has a Spider-Man shirt on me, which is just more authentic. So the Beecham who won that, he has that over there. So we're just trying to be as authentic as possible. Um, yeah, so that's going to be the story here. So, Allan, go ahead and hop out of the pit there, and we'll start going around the track here. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna exit and come back as well. Excuse me. Now, what brake balance do you typically use for here?
I was using rear 5
Okay, I like it.
brake balance. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and follow me. Ghost Metal saying, "You got this, Allan. Don't worry about the nerves will subside." And Ghost Metal, previous Learn with Lead, he's got the experience, so he knows what he's talking about there.
Thanks. Thanks very much. Let's see.
All right, not trying to break any records right now, just going around the track, nice and easy. I do like that we have racing softs this week. He had no trouble with the death chicane. He found something that he could do over and over and over again, and really didn't bother him anymore. Okay, so let's once we get to the bus stop here, we'll stop at the brake marker, okay? And
Okay.
we'll talk about that. So if something goes wrong here, what is it? What is it that goes wrong?
So I have been turning in, braking and turning in. Well, I say braking, sort of 50% braking, turning in
Mm-hmm.
at the marshals over there on the left.
Yep.
Trying to carry some bit of speed through, and then getting a bit more braking before the second part of the bus stop. On the daily race C time trials,
Mm-hmm.
I kept um, I kept going out of bounds off track, so getting some penalties, you know. So
Over to the right or the left?
the left, yeah,
The left. Okay.
yeah.
So right,
Um,
is it this? I'm guessing it's this one right here.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I know what the boundary is. It's that yellow, the yellow and yeah, the white, the yellow line and the white line where that is. If you, I think if you're too far over to the right of that, then that's your penalty. Yeah, where you are now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you end up getting your tires on the asphalt in between the red curb and the white line, then yeah, that's how you get your pen. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Ghost. We got you on that. It's we've kind of killed the game audio a little bit because we have an echo, and right now that's the easiest way to do it. So you could either hear me twice, or you could hear not as much audio. So kind of up to you, but that's what we've chosen at least. Okay. Do apologize for that, but that's what we end up dealing with sometimes. Okay, so let's back up then. Let's get back to that turn-in point or break point.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Very much apologies. So, a couple things about this. What can make the bus stop really difficult is the fact that you must brake and turn at the same time, basically. Which is usually a recipe for a lot of loss of traction. So when you hit the brakes, which I like to hit the brakes right about here as I pass the 300, right?
Yeah.
You might have an initial 100% amount of brake pressure, but immediately you're trailing off of that 100%. And it might be scary, but you really, in order to sort of put this on repeat, you really must get the right tires all the way over to the right here. If you're not, if you're often getting that penalty on the second apex, then likely you're not as far over to the right as you need to be.
Right.
And so you do have to kind of be a little bit dangerously close to this wall on the right to gain that proper angle. So that by the time you're here, at this point, you're still turning to the right, and the weight is on the left side of the car. However, this is also the point where you have to transfer that weight, right? So we're actually gonna kind of violently turn the steering over to the left pretty quickly so that we transfer that weight very rapidly. Make sense?
Yeah.
And it might feel like it's early. This if you start turning right here, it might feel like, oh, it's way too early. I'm going to get the penalty. Well, if you have if you've pointed the car over to the right enough, you're going so fast through this part still that that you should make it okay. And you do want to be as tight as you can. You do want to be like over here when you cross. Just not too far over, right?
Yeah.
And then with any bus stop or any chicane, the other key is where are you at your slowest? And you should be at your slowest right where I am right now.
Yeah.
And then you'll be back on the throttle. You're carrying so much momentum that you might just graze this third apex. You might just barely miss it. Either way is fine. And then you really do need to plan to have your right tires all the way over here in the dirt. That sort of thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So we'll try and work on those things as we come through there. All right, let's keep going around. Any other spots of difficulty?
it's more to do with throttle modulation, isn't it? The right hander at the bottom of this section now.
Mm-hmm.
So I generally brake.
Go ahead.
About there.
Yep. Is this where you're missing the shadow? Because this is where I miss the shadow.
Yeah.
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 I thought we might have the same one.
So generally brake about here.
Yep.
Into third, and then down to second, and then off the brakes because we're going up the hill, aren't we? So
yeah,
there's a bit of braking done by the hill.
Yep, it's helping us out.
Then into third, and then it's just the modulating the throttle so it doesn't bite you as you come out of the right hander, because you can carry so much speed up through there.
It's a very different corner. I find that a lot of people try to treat this one like the one before it, the left-hander that's back there. And the two turns, although, you know, they're similar in radius, you might say, they couldn't be more different, because the one behind us is going downhill and not quite as tight. This one is going uphill and is tighter. And the way that the banking works, pretty much you cannot be any wider than right here. If you end up trying to enter into the corner wider from the left, you're two things: you've lost banking, and you're on the marbles, and there's no way to be fast when you end up out there. So being right here, right on this line, decelerating all the way through here, and then, like you said, this is where you're on the throttle. This is where you're on the throttle, but you're modulating, you're monitoring how is the car handling this. It's a delicate balance of not being too narrow and not being too wide. So yeah, that's a difficult one. Okay, let's go ahead and get you going around the track in front of me here. We'll take it easy. We won't go too hard. Let the tires warm up a little bit. And we'll see what we can see from the back here. Rowicki says that's the hairpin that makes or breaks my laps. Wow. Yeah, it's a difficult one. I want to show you. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and stop. Stop? Okay. So, when we're coming in here, you brake at the 200, which is proper. But from this point, you actually are moving slightly over to the right as you brake. And then you go ahead and stay to the white line and be right behind me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. So, yeah, literally, you know, almost a full car width of entrance angle that you lose by doing that. And what's happening is, because of that, let's go ahead and you go ahead instead of turning in as early as the 200, and from this point, then you begin to turn more, break in a straight line, and then turn once you get to this Gran Turismo sign. You see this last Gran Turismo sign here. make that your turn-in point instead, okay?
Okay.
And what that's going to do is, let's just go ahead and compare. You go ahead and, I'm going to turn like you, up to this point. Now you turn right there, okay? Do you see this difference in angle?
Yeah.
That's huge. Because you're going to have, in order to make the corner, you're going to have to slow up a little bit more. Whereas if you have the wider entrance, you don't have to slow up quite as much. And you can get on the throttle sooner. And that's big for a turn like this one where you have the longest flat out section of the whole track, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with some of the other corners, but this one is definitely the biggest one that I see. All right, go ahead and take the lead again and we'll keep going. Portal, good to see you, bud. Excuse me. But some really positive takeaways. I'm really I like it, which is typically how I go. I typically set my times on, I set them and forget them. Okay, so I think you tried it there, right?
I did.
You tried it there and you ended up wide of the apex. So what that means is we need to spend a little more time trail braking, and that will help you out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could probably get a 0.2 if I spent another hour and a half. It's probably what it would take for me to do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. After 50 laps, you had enough? Yeah, I feel that. On Mondays, I like to try and keep it to an hour maximum, although sometimes I get stubborn and I'll go closer to an hour and a half. Well, Rowicki, your time is ridiculous. With Rowicki's time, he's scratching for hundredths, not tenths. All right, let's go around one more time, and then I have another observation for you, I think, okay?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I made a mess of that because I came out of there in second.
Oh, instead of third?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hmm. Thing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the lead. We're not gonna send it just yet.
Sorry.
That's okay. But we'll go. I'm gonna keep going, and I'll tell you about this other observation I see so far. So, especially for the longer corners after the bus stop, the ones that sort of take a while here, you know, I'm seeing. It looks like you're turning in, and then you almost turn in too much, and then you have to open up the steering, because it looks like you're about to hit you're about to not just hit the apex, but like go over the curbing, and so you're making a mid-corner adjustment. Is that fair?
They're here.
Yeah. So here's
On
one.
this corner.
Yep. This is one.
Yeah.
I've seen it on this one, where, let's see, right about, as you decelerate, right about here, you have to open up, and then you get back on the throttle, something like that. Is that something that you've noticed yourself, or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
let's think. So the first one
We
is
can
probably
we can stop for a moment or two if you want to talk.
the first one is probably because I've because I've misjudged the speed. I've come out of the bus stop chicane
Uh-huh.
because I don't, I'm not steady at pace through there. So
Yeah.
sometimes I come out faster than other times, and then I hit that right hander where it just needs, throttle off, and then as soon as you get to the apex to floor it again. So yeah, that sometimes there it'll happen where I have to make a braking adjustment because I've gone in too hot.
Okay.
So then that might be the second steering input, and the other one is where I just get too close to the grass on the left hander.
Yeah. On the inside of the
Uh,
corner.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been seeing is sometimes you end up narrow and you're like, oh no, I have to make a mid corner
Adjustment.
adjustment. So what I'd like to try. So remember how we talked about turning in too early for turn one?
Yeah.
That's what's happening for those corners. Um,
Okay.
the car is the car is actually capable of carrying more speed through the corner, but because you've turned in too early, um, you actually have all the grip you need, and so the car actually says, "Yeah, we're fine. Let's go," and then you end up headed towards the grass on the inside of the corner, right? So let's try and make that. And what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna go ahead and lead you, okay? And
Okay.
I'm gonna try and be your ghost, all right? And I really want you to attempt to follow my line as closely as possible. I apologize in advance if I lead you astray, because I'm not gonna be a ghost like following one of the top times kind of examples, but I really, especially for turn one here and those long corners. Let's see if I can't sort of guide you towards that kind of line, okay?
Okay.
And don't feel like you have to be far from me. Feel free to get as close to me as you want. I don't really care if you hit me.
That would be very friendly.
Okay. Yeah, you could have got on the throttle sooner there, looks like. Yeah, nah, true. If you've got your speed just right going into the corner, a little bit of coasting can help. Ooh, I just turned in too early myself there. All right, let's go again. One more time around. I'm gonna try and push a little harder here.
Probably killing too much speed there. Yeah, mess.
Turn 8. Excuse me. That was good. That's one of your better left-handers there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seen them a few times over the last few days.
Haven't we all? Yeah, I like our attention. Thank you, bud.
Oh,
Okay, we'll finish this lap up, and then we'll give you a little break here, all right?
okay. Uh,
Okay, Steven, sounds good.
track limits everywhere.
There are. Okay. Let's have you spectate me for a little bit here.
Yeah.
All right. A couple observations before I start to go on track. There, everything is like there's a host of things that are just below optimal,
Okay.
if I may put it that way. Like you're on the cusp of, and I'll just run through the list here. So you're on the cusp of gearing really well. You're on the cusp of braking really well. You're on the cusp of applying the throttle really well. It's all just like a tick below. And I gotta hand it to you. I haven't seen too many people like that. You're the 75th or 76th guest now. I haven't often seen a balanced nature like that. Most of the time I see something that's very glaring. Okay. So congrats, I guess, on that. We'll go ahead and head out here. So let me demonstrate in a couple places what I'm talking about. Okay. So one question I have for you: how does I know it's not always going to plan, but that's the nature of the bus stop chicane. How is it feeling since we discussed it?
Better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think as soon as I start practicing, I've just turned on. I've just gone. I'm on spectate, and I couldn't see the in bumper cam. I couldn't see the speedo and all that. I've just turned it on. So yeah, yeah, I can see the merit in what you said. So I think there's a bit of practice to be had there. But yes, I feel more comfortable going through there.
Okay, good. Because you carry good speed. You know, a lot of the folks that are in B rank, they really don't feel comfortable. I can see they're not really even above 110 as they go through there. And most of the time, not every time, but most of the time, you're in the 1 teens, or maybe the 111, 112 when you go through there, and you're handling the car quite nicely. So yeah. So let's take this corner for example. Okay, I think this is the corner where everything that I see a little bit all over the track, everything happens here on a regular basis. First thing, I'm fairly confident that you can rev fourth out and you don't need to shift to fifth here.
Right.
So you're typically shifting to fifth, and what that means is that's just another gear to have to go down as you decelerate, and that actually it slows you down, or actually it will often make you brake deeper into a corner because of that extra shift that you have to do while going down.
Okay, yeah.
So that's one. So that's the gearing aspect. Then it's the braking aspect here. So your entrance is pretty good, but what I see often going through here is because you're up to fifth gear, you actually, when you're in fourth, you probably should be in third. When you're in third, you probably should be in second. And what's happening there is you're not gaining the engine braking aid as you decelerate through this corner. So when that happens, it can create a lot of inconsistencies. It can make you go deep, or like you have seen sometimes, it can make you actually turn extra to the left, and you have to and you're pointing to the grass, and then you have to open up the steering to kind of get it back, right? So there's that. Then as far as braking goes, I don't see enough time spent in the 90 to 50% range. You feel me there?
Yeah, yeah.
So, especially coupled with high RPMs as you decelerate, we're missing that. We're missing that aspect. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna go around the track here. Actually, my tires are freezing already. They're in the 30s. Let me hop out and then hop back in. So I'm gonna go around the track, and I want you to observe. Those things that we're talking about, and I'm going to sort of narrate as well. What I'm doing, where I'm doing it, maybe even a little bit of why I'm doing it, okay?
Okay.
And see if you can sort of spot those differences as well. Son of a wicked, good to see you, friend. To grip like that. Hey, Wicked, good to see you, man. Son of a Wicked and Wicked have just come in. Late turn in. Pretty conservative.
You also braked a lot later than the 200 marker, didn't you?
No, I think I braked right at it. At least that's what I'm trying. Okay. That's what I'm trying to do. Can't really brake too much later than that without what has to be done in order to fix this, okay? So be ready for that. I'm going to get to a certain part on the track to sort of demonstrate it. But you can see so far, you're seeing how I'm downshifting early.
Yes, yeah.
And you see, hopefully, my... Whee! All right, so this is actually the corner that I want to demonstrate it on. So it's interesting. You probably do this the most consistently right here, which actually doesn't involve any braking. But I think this corner is a microcosm of the overall approach that you have. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sort of in super slow stop motion here, just sort of break down how you typically take this corner, okay? So your turn-in point's fine. That's no problem there. You lift as you should. But you're never on the throttle as early as you could be. You're actually on the throttle usually right about here, past the true apex, or even a little bit later. And you're actually not full throttle until almost well beyond. And I don't know if you noticed, but typically you either on exit are maybe just onto the curbing here, or even a little bit just on asphalt and not actually touching the curb. Now I think you know what the track limit here is, right? You can get the left tires all the way over here, as long as they're not fully on the asphalt. All four tires on the asphalt, you're okay. So why do I say this is a microcosm? Well, what we're missing, I think the main thing that we're missing in your approach is, let me get in position here. I think that the main thing we're missing in your approach is lifting with an intention to really attack this corner, okay? So you should be turning in and lifting in such a way so that when you get to this point right here on the corner, you're on the throttle and it's 100% throttle immediately.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. What I was doing
Mm-hmm.
was I was as I was coming into this bend, I was never really off throttle when I was practicing.
Okay.
As I was coming through, I was always very slightly on throttle, but I was never at full throttle at this point. So you're saying off throttle, and then when basically when you lined up with the crane in front,
Mm-hmm.
that's when we should be at full throttle again.
Yes. And if you've
That's a lot earlier.
timed it properly, when you accelerate, you'll still clip this apex, right?
Right.
If you're on full throttle at that point and you miss the apex, well, that means the problem isn't being on full throttle there, technically. The problem is your lifting or your turn-in point needs adjustment. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I said that this corner is a microcosm of what happens on most of the corners here with you. So, whenever you're approaching a throttle, it appears as though there's approaching a corner. It appears that there's a hesitancy to really get on the throttle as early as you could. You are a classic, as I call it, stay safe approach type of driver. So you have something that really works, but you don't exactly explore the limits yet of what the car is capable of. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
It's always, yeah, it always troubles me. Like if you're going over a curb or something, like at Monza, you know, or if you're going over curbs, how much throttle you can have on without spinning the car after. And it's the same here, you know, putting on too much throttle too early. Perhaps in the back of my mind, I'm a little bit hesitant for fear of spinning.
Well, I'll tell you what's happening is in many cases you're not approaching the apex slow enough.
Yeah.
So right here, for this corner example, you should be at your slowest right about this point here. Now, I want you to see on the track map at the top right. Look at where that is in reference to the corner overall.
Yeah.
That's about mid-corner, right? Maybe even just a tad early. So this is where you're at your slowest. This is also when you apply the throttle. So I want you to think about it this way. We always want to be on the throttle either at or before the apex. And, sorry, the longer the corner is, typically that means the earlier on the throttle you want to be. And the only way we're going to be on the throttle early in a situation like that is if we've slowed the car enough to be able to get on the throttle that early. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I want to do is we're going to close this lobby. And I just want to show you, so you know, we have two different times here. My time is 1 second ahead of yours. My time's not a world beater. You know, I think I'm probably outside the top 500 now with my time. But what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you. And we're going to watch my my fastest lap, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Le Mans, good to see you, friend. Excuse me. All right. Now, I think this is the one where I ended up saving the whole session instead of the just the fastest lap, so I'll have to skip ahead a little bit. So we'll do this, and then we'll give you an opportunity to beat your time on the daily. Yeah, this is the whole thing. All right, so here it is. This will be the lap. So what I want you to do is I want you to observe the downshifts, the braking when I'm getting on the throttle. Basically, what I'm trying to do in each corner is I'm trying to orient the car and slow the car just enough so that I can get on the throttle fully as soon as possible, or as soon as I'm capable of handling it, basically. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it. Early to third. Trying to get on that throttle early. Okay, here we go. A little bit of coasting as I had it pretty much dead on where it needed to be, then on the throttle. Fully, too, when I got on there.
Yes. Okay.
See that there, right?
Yeah. 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 I'll leave it a little later than that.
Okay, so let me back up. So I just want to point out. Well, actually, let's start with turn 1. So turn in point right there. Decelerating on the throttle, full throttle. Right? Okay. Oops. Bus stop is the bus stop. I'm okay with how we did this. 114 to the second apex. But here, even here, so third gear, minimal braking pressure. We're looking like just like 20% or so.
Mm-hmm.
But then up to fourth on the throttle by the pole, which that is my marker, full throttle by the pole on the right. Brake. Yeah, I did begin to back this braking point up. I should mention that. My goodness. Sent me way back. Instead of the 200, I started to use this drainage on the right there. Right there. I'm just on the brakes there, which I think it helps me with a later turn-in. So here I am sitting at 40% brake pressure, trail brake off, waiting for the car to turn the rest of the way, and then immediately full throttle. And so here, and typically you're a little bit you're hesitant. And if you slow the car enough going towards the apex, you can straighten that exit. See, look at my steering input right here. Oops. I'm not fully 9 right now. I'm about 45 degrees over with that dot. You see that dot right there?
Yeah, the red dot, yeah.
Yep. So straightening that exit, I can get full throttle. I don't have to worry about power oversteer. Same here. Get the car rotated. Boom, full throttle. And again, don't have to be fully 90 degrees turned on the steering. These next two corners, this corner right here is really different. I want you to just look at the topography at bumper cam. You can see how the track slopes to the right. So you have extra help banking wise. So this one you can actually kind of dive the car in like that and then get on the throttle. It's almost the polar opposite of the left-hander coming up, because the left-hander, you get no help. You get anti-help on the banking, and you actually have that little bump, which can really unsettle the car. So Whereas you can sort of dive to the right-hander, you have to be much more patient on this one. But the objective is still the same. Up to third really early, you see that?
Yes.
And then on the throttle, but managing it because this corner wants to kill you. But yeah, then full throttle. And then, yeah, right here, like we said, lift, get the car turned, right back on the throttle. This one I came in a little hot. I really got close to the wall. I'm not so happy with that entrance, but so you see how it comes into play there, and how that looks. That's the idea. That's the objective. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and get you back in the steering wheel. You've had a nice long break. And let's see if we can put these things together a little bit in the daily. So once you're ready, once I'm ready to, I'll stop this share screen. You can go ahead and invite me to your share screen. There we go. All right. Very cool. All right, we see what you see, sir. Thank you for subbing up, Arvidras. Appreciate you, friend. Do apologies for the lack of sound. Once we do a share screen, we really do lose a lot of the audio. Stinking Kizzy, such a fast boy. I raced Kizzy at Grover's Mental Pit Stop a while back. The dude is rapid. Out of the 4 races we did, though, I did beat him in 1. I will hang my hat on that one.
Yeah, I got to.
Do you normally practice with a ghost, or how do you normally go here?
Yeah, normally I've got a ghost on it, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do what you normally do. Go ahead and do the ghost. That's what you're used to. That's what I'd recommend. Excuse me.
Yeah, and then it's just a... Yeah.
0.3, yep.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. Take it easy. Your tires are cold. They're not ready yet. The tire temps stay pretty nice for 10 laps. So take it easy on this first one. Just get the feel.
Okay.
All right, so everyone watching right now, this is the point where we watch our guest in the daily, in the time trial or the quali, and see the inputs, but also give him a chance to beat his time. Lamon's up with the 30 burger. Thank you for the 30 likes, everyone. Appreciate you. And while it's great when our friends can beat their time live on stream, trying to put together everything that we have talked about, it's not necessarily the end goal. We're really trying to give tips and so forth that last not just for Watkins Glen, but for any track, you know. I got your shadow back too, Allan. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Feel right at home.
Right at home now, yeah. Good. Quick shift up to third. That looked nice. Yeah, believe. I like it. You did lift.
Yeah, I messed this up.
That's okay. What's gonna happen now is you're gonna start carrying, if you do that, you're gonna start carrying more speed on the left-hander, and you'll have to make an adjustment for the right. Yeah, Naya, I didn't get to see the end of it, but I saw the beginning of that. And I remember I remember Fisherman's Ranch too. That thing is diabolical. Nice speed through there. That is special. Yep. Very good, very good. Yeah. Yes. That was commitment to throttle right there. Little early. Little early that time. So we didn't slow up quite enough. You feel me?
Yeah.
We didn't slow up enough headed towards the apex, but that's the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done some major damage.
I see the engine is blinking red. Which that's hard to do in a group 3. You really have to smack it pretty good if you're gonna... Oh, look, the ghost is doing its weird thing.
What's that?
I saw it do this to me a while back.
Ah.
It just parks it there. Same spot, too. It must be a glitch with this...
That was very off-putting. I've made a right mess of this.
But yeah, Naya, Fisherman's Ranch was the toughest one for me to get gold. I hated that. That was no fun. That one should have been worth like 4 million credits at least.
Ah.
No problem. You were going to beat your time on your outlap anyway. Excuse me. Naya says typical BMW with the engine light on. First gear really sucked the car to the apex. It's beautiful. Yep. You lifted, but I don't think you needed to.
It's getting past that mental barrier, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And there's also because you're carrying more speed through, it affects the next series.
Big time. Yes, big time. I definitely think you don't want to get as wide as the track limits would allow you to there.
Oh, you're doing...
Yeah, man, you had to wait like just a fraction of the second. Wait for that car to turn. Wait for that visual, okay? Nice. That's a beautiful entrance. Yes. Going to be gaining time all the way up the hill now. Mm-hmm. Good patience there. That was right. That was good commitment. Wait for it. There you go. Good catch. Yep. I really like how you're working on getting that car rotated.
Yeah, I didn't do very well there.
That's okay. We were a little narrow that time.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
Early again. Early turn in.
I think I'm trying too hard.
Yeah. Really have to prioritize that late turn in on that first corner. Yeah, buddy. Right on the edge there.
Ah. Huh.
All right, this next lap, let's just take it easy. Don't don't and let's see what we can do there. I'm curious. Yeah, just nice and easy. Every corner, simple, no drama. We're gonna back off. Very nice there. Hmm. Off the brakes a little too soon there, I think.
Oh, I keep making a mess of that because I'm carrying more speed through that.
Yep. Yeah, it's an adjustment for sure.
Yeah, I have to.
All right, go ahead and hit retry. Reset the tires here. Get the tires back to optimal range. Yeah, and that's it's a really big part of it. Is when you start to really nail certain corners, they dramatically affect uh, subsequent corners, especially the closer they are to each other, like those two for sure. Yeah. Since you started to use first there, that turns looks so much nicer. That was good speed. Yeah, you end up at just above 50% brake pressure for that right-hander, the last turn. I think maybe just a little bit harder on the brakes will help you there.
On the last corner, yeah.
Yeah. Now that you're carrying that more speed that we're talking about, it's going to require a little bit heavier on the brake pedal, I think. Oh, there she is. It was bound to happen eventually. Okay.
Can I get a penalty?
Yep. Thanks, game. Thanks, Gran Turismo. Gained such an advantage by smashing my car into the wall. So this lap is shot. So I just want to mention and ask something. So do, do you feel, are you noticing when you're taking the corners faster, there are certain times where it's feeling like really good? Is that something you're noticing
Yeah,
here?
yes, it's definitely feel more comfortable through the bus stop
Mm-hmm.
and these corners.
Yeah.
So it's something
There you
it's
go.
just something I've got to practice. You know, it's a
Mm-hmm.
new way of doing it. This is what we spoke about the other day. You know, when you get sort of fixed in your ways,
Yep. Ooh, that's a really good entrance.
you just need someone to sort of break that apart and make you do it different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I wanted,
Yeah.
and I think I've got that. So especially on this track, and the conversation you had as well that it won't just be for this track. It's
Yeah. That's right.
there's a load of takeaways to have from this.
Right. Ooh, that's close.
Ah. All right, I'm pushing too hard. I'm trying too hard, I think.
Broke the engine again.
Again, yeah, bloody BMWs.
Engine light. Come on. All right, we'll give it, 3, 4 more laps here, I think.
Okay.
Hey, Crawler, good to see you, bud.
This feels more pressure than what we were doing earlier. It really does.
Yeah, I understand. Really just focus on, so, I mean, really getting that car slowed down properly. Wouldn't that kill his exit speed, though, Crawler?
Oh dear, what am I doing?
Or are you talking about, like, the fastest downshift and upshift in history? Ooh, you were just on the line. I thought you got a pin. But it'll help him save the car. Okay. Yep, patience. There we go. Yeah, right on the limit. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Early on the throttle. That was good. Punch it. Yep. Very tidy.
Oh, oh, I'm really ruining it for your viewers.
No, you're
Sorry,
fine.
guys.
This is real life right here. This is reality TV.
I must say it's very warm in here. I should have put the aircon on.
You're also working hard.
I am. I'll have a shower after this. Oh, what are you doing?
Now, I recommend a downshift to second for turn one, Naya. Helps get the car rotated.
Oh, oh, come on. Sorry, guys.
All good. All good.
Well, I've got a lot to practice.
Yeah, the rotation you get with second is too good to pass up. Sometimes, depending on the car in Group 4 you can stay in third. That's usually a good plan. Depends on the gearing for the car a little bit too, but nice weight transfer there. I like that. It's beautiful. That's got to start feeling better right there, huh?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. Nice. Same there. Really good. Yeah, the car turned. Back on the throttle. Beautiful. Missed the apex a little bit. There we go. Nice. Good. Hmm. Ooh, just wide of the apex. Good. Try to get this apex this time. You'll gain some time. Yeah. Very nice. Two really confident looking laps in a row here.
No, sorry guys.
That's all right. You're there. You're on the cusp. Let me see your
Yeah.
optimal really fast. Just curious out of those 2 laps, what's your
How do you
optimal?
mean?
Where your brake balance is, if you could switch it over to your optimal time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 44.8. Okay. Yeah, I think you're on the cusp of getting this, honestly. It's new. It's very new. It might take some practice here, but yeah, I think good things are coming here, okay, my friend. I really do. Um let
Yeah.
let's go ahead and I'm gonna exit the share screen. So let's go over what we talked about this session, and this is your homework for the foreseeable future, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're ready to take this information down in your phone or on a pen and paper, however you normally do it, um, let's go. All right. So once you're ready, let me know.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So good work. You put in a lot of good work this week, and you put in some good work today. It's really awesome. Um, Remember the positive takeaways. You know, you carry excuse me, you carry very decent speed through the corners naturally. Um, More so than a lot of other B drivers, to be fair. So that part is good. There's a decent foundation there to build off of. For example, you know, I would say right now, have you watched any of my cornering videos?
Not all of them, no.
Okay, so I think with where you are, you're pretty much, because they're designed to be built upon. So you're well beyond the first one. I'd say you're somewhere in between the second and third cornering video of what you need to
Okay.
work on. So if you wanted to check those out, that might be helpful as well as part of your homework. But so let's focus on these things here. So I would say work on your later turn-ins. Make sure you're turning in as late as you can, or as late as you're supposed to, basically. Watch out for the narrower entrances. Like a sub point to that, I'm guessing also if you're racing, you're probably doing that even more so in race, and that's kind of a byproduct of racing in the B lobbies,
Yeah.
because you're constantly having to defend from people diving,
Mhm.
and so I understand. And if you have to defend, that's one thing, but if there's nobody behind you, you don't need to do that, basically. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so this is your goal, all right? Your goal as you focus on any track. If you work more on Watkins this week or the next week's daily B, whatever it is, your goal is to be on the throttle as early as possible for each corner with no lift after the apex.
Okay.
You feel me? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. How do we accomplish that? Well, you need to be at your slowest at the correct point in time for each corner so that you can hit the apex. Okay?
Yeah.
So what often, as we discussed point 2 there, what often feels fast actually is not very fast, basically. It feels fast to get to the apex as quickly as possible, but the longer the corner is, which Watkins is full of, the longer the corner is, the slower it is if you do that, basically. Because you're not going to carry enough speed around the corners and that sort of thing, okay? All right, and so this is the third point here is the symptom to look for, okay? So lifting on exit after an apex is the symptom of a poor entrance, okay? So so watch for that symptom. Watch for that side effect, you might say. If you're having to lift on exit in order to make a corner, that means something will have to change about your entrance.
Okay. Yeah.
You maybe you've carried too much speed. Maybe you didn't rotate the car enough. So really focus on downshifting early enough, braking long enough to make sure you habitually are able to get on the throttle early with no lift on exit. Okay. So if you're next week's daily, whatever daily B is or whatever you're working on next week, as you're practicing, watch for when you're lifting on exit. Make that like something that you're really honed in on, okay? And pay attention to that. If you do that, then you can begin to make corrections for your corner entrance, okay?
Yes. Yeah. I think I understand what you're getting at. If you've got a lift or make a correction mid corner after the apex, you haven't come in at the right speed, and then that's just down to downshifting more heavily and braking earlier.
The right speed or the right entrance angle.
Yes. Yeah.
Both of those.
Too late. Yeah.
It could be either of those or a combo of both.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're turning in too early, then the car hasn't rotated. You have to wait to get on the throttle. So yeah, throttle at or before apex, no lift after apex. Make that your focus, corner after corner, and you continue to work. You're right there. You're like I said at one point during this session, you're just a notch below doing all of that, just below it, right? Which means you're not having to bridge this massive gap. Don't think of it that way. You're on the cusp of it, basically. So yeah, it's really good. I think you're gonna really see your times come down if you're able to habitually begin to do that. It really is gonna be a good time for you these next couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I understand what you're getting at.
Good.
It's yeah. When you throttle after, when you throttle on or after the apex, there should be no correction after that. It should be done before.
Right. And if you
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean that look, we all make mistakes, right? So if while you're practicing, you take a corner kind of bad, by all means, lift. You know, by all
Yeah.
means, do it so that you don't crash. That's certainly necessary. But don't just lift on exit so you don't crash and don't make any adjustment. You feel me? I think
Yeah. Yeah.
the guide or the road to improving is for you is monitoring those things, watching for those things, and then you'll be able to get yourself to the next level. Really will.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, my friend. Good stuff. Well, that's the end of our session. We have a couple of things to go over real fast, and then we'll say goodbye. Now, I was looking in our members, and I don't see you in our Discord. Am I
I
incorrect?
am in the Yeah, I am in the Discord.
Are you under Allan or is it ABB or what is it?
Hang on.
Trying to find you in our members here. Because if I just type in Allan,
AB. It's the handle is AB5352.
AB53. Ah, there you are. Okay. Excellent,
Yeah,
sir.
the silly headscarf on. Oh my god.
Hey, you chose your picture. All right,
Yeah, I know.
you have been given access now to Learn with Lead bumper stickers. You are the 75th guest on Learn with Lead, which is pretty cool. We will tag you in there. This is what, May 30th? KB. There you are. All right, you are in, sir. You get those, and let's see if BL has dropped your trophy here, your digital trophy. There it is. Oh. Oh, there it is. Got it. Very cool. Here we go. Let's take a look. Very cool there, BL. Oh. No, I don't want to do that. Get out of the way. We're looking at this trophy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Got the billiards there.
Yeah. Oh, on the map of the UK. Look at that.
Yeah, got the sailboat.
That's really cool. Thank you so much.
Very neat, BL. Thank you. Well, Allan,
Thank you, BL.
thank you so much for being an awesome guest today. You put in some awesome work. It didn't translate immediately, but you know, it's something to work on here in the future. You got a lot of practice ahead of you, but good things are coming.
Yeah, I can see that. As I said, I just needed something to break the mold, and then
Yeah.
I can work on something fresh.
Yep, for sure. Good stuff, my friend. Okay, well, this ends the session, but I am sure we will see you on a chat or track very, very soon.
Definitely. I do enjoy watching your channel, I really do.
I'll appreciate it. I appreciate your support. You're an awesome part of the whole thing here, my friend. So it's great stuff. Great to have you. Awesome to get to know you today.
Likewise.
All right, my friend. We will see you very, very soon in a chat or a track.
Cool.
Take
Okay.
care. All right now.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. That does that. That was an awesome session. Great to have Allan in. I'm going to hop into a race here. I'm going to do a few races before the end of the day. There we go. Okay. That does that. So you guys can hear game audio a little bit better. Awesome. Great to have Allan in. I'm going to hop into a race here. I'm going to do a few races before the end of the day. I think Allan is still.
There we go. Okay.
And we'll.
You guys can hear game audio a little bit better.
See if I can do this really fast. He's talking. I don't. Really, really fast. Oh, goodness. Pressure. Plenty of time. There we go. Where are my gloves? Goodness. 5th on the grid. Yeah, I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Alright, we'll probably get 3 races in before we call it a day. Almost running out of time. Cutting it close now, aren't we? Oh, sorry, Tenzing. Many apologies. Come on, Bugatti. 2 more for a 40 burger, she says. Oh, it's Will behind us. Just a little late on all of those turns. Ah, goodness. Just avoiding the pens, man. Close. are moving now. Oh, yes. Made up a good bit of time there. Yeah, these two up ahead can battle. We should be able to take advantage. Last lap, let's get him, Will. Oh, wow, they're all clumping up, actually. Yeah, we could play a spoiler role here. All six of us now, just right together. Not close enough. Good race, though. That worked out. Oh, Quad ended up with a with a pen. SMF, good to see you, man. Not work. Good to see you, boys. Nicely done, Will. For those who don't know, that was Will behind me. Good race, good race. A lot of good races this week here. All right, let's get 2 more races in, I think. Should be able to manage that before we call it. A little bit shorter stream today. Let's see. Not bad for jumping in that race completely cold. Didn't do any warm-up whatsoever. Why the tank? I honestly, I've missed the Bugatti, and because there's two really long straights, I can kind of make the car work. So, just have to be good enough in the middle sector. Yeah, I'm just feeling it. I think Wayne gave me the idea, BFT Wayne, because he talked about being the best Bugatti driver in the world that he wants to be. So, like, yeah, I miss that thing. Ryder, what's up, bud? 40 Burger, thank you for the 40 likes, everyone. Yes, the Buffatti. Those hips don't lie, bud. Okay, let's go ahead and... Does he really quad? That guy's lame. Work on some race pace here. Oh, bless me. I'm sorry if you guys heard that. What is the actual difference, like in pounds? I don't know. I know that right now there's no fuel weight whatsoever. It's been eradicated for time trials like this. So you'll always have a weight advantage when doing a time trial versus an actual race. I was watching somebody the other day, HD, I can't remember who. But man, it was an ad like every 5 to 10 minutes. It was kind of crazy. Sorry to hear that there are a lot right now. I don't know if YouTube just picks certain viewers to like really pile on the ads. Oh, I hit the inner wall. Nuts. Right, and that's what I've seen from people. Like, I'll hear someone say, "Yeah, man, I can't stop seeing ads," and then I'll have someone else say, "I saw one when I first hopped on, and that's it." So I don't know. I'm sorry, Ghost. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, do you have premium there, Naya? I'm so sorry, HD. Alright, this time we get to start third. That's cool. That feels a little better. What was it on Thursday? We were starting as low as, was it 7th? 6th or 7th a few times, was it? Yeah. What's cool is that even you guys who pay for premium, I still get paid for ads. Somehow it still calculates all that. So that's pretty neat. Thank you, Lamont. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you, Ryder. All right, starting third. Here we go. Yeah, we're doing some racing now, Saragon. Probably this one and one more, and then I'll call it a day. Bugatti power. Here we go. Why are you pushing me, dude? Not cool. Quad with no slip. I might have him. Closing speed is just ridiculous with this car. Nah, it's a little late. A little late. Oh, oh, oh. That wasn't great. I'm sorry, Samuel. No, I'm gonna give that back if I have a chance here. He got a half second. Yeah, that's really necessary. Bro. You wanna act like I'm not there? I'm sorry, I get to be there. My goodness. Well, I think we'll have a few things to look at in the replay, huh? Get your gavels ready. Oh, it's Will behind us again. On the weekend, yeah. People are out for it, man. Smooth brain day? Oh, did something happen to Will as well? He was right behind us just a bit ago. Yeah, so I hopped in a couple races yesterday when Maverick was live, and there's a different guy that was pushing really bad too. And thank you, Rowdy. Yeah, so here's my philosophy, right? I don't want to be, I do not accept being treated as if I'm not on the track. That's the long and short of it. Now I know that I ended up pushing Samuel wide, and I felt bad about that, and I think you can see from my initial reaction, I wasn't happy with it, and I even said, if I get a chance, I'm going to give the spot back. You can go back and watch the live reaction if you missed it. But there are certain things that I do not stand for. No, Samuel's good. I like Samuel. I think he's doing a good job. I have no problem with him. And once he got the pen, after that, I'm like, I don't know that I have much of a chance to give a spot back. Because look, giving a spot back has to be done smartly as well. If I had done it immediately, there were 3 or 4 cars right behind Samuel. If I had slowed up, that would have just caused absolute carnage right then and there. So if you're going to give a spot back, it's got to be timed properly and done right, okay? So that has to be taken into consideration. How early? That was turn 2. So here's Tenzing. I think he does his things right. Oh yeah, they end up bumping. So I got Bugatti power, right? So Tenzing doesn't have a shot. I'm gonna pass him. At this point, I don't have to move. Agreed? Get your gavels ready. I don't have to move. Quad's decided to give me the slip, which with the Bugatti I don't need, by the way. But thank you, Quad. I don't have to move. And he's still turning into me. Look at his input. See his input? Turning left. Not much, but enough. Why are you doing that, Tenzing? Still pushing me. Why? Almost causing a wreck right here. Stick drift, my foot. Alright, so I think this is where I'm going to end up pushing Samuel wide. Good move on his part, he's getting a run. Okay, so he outbrakes himself a little bit there. So this is my fault. Okay, I will take responsibility for that. Although I am on the racing line. It's very close. He's trying to get back on. I thought I was clear of him. My fault. I don't feel good about it. At this point, live, I'm looking back and I'm saying, oh man, if I can give him a spot back, I will. But look, I can't do it now. If I slow down and try and give it back now, total mess. Unfortunately, Samuel takes matters into his own hands. And ruins his own race. Collision pen and everything. Okay, and then here we go. I got a deal with Tenzing again, right? So, I mean, he's mine. The Bugatti is just too strong. So, I'm making a move. I'm already there. I'm already there. And he doesn't want to give me the space. So he's literally trying to keep me on the grass. Okay, at this point, I have to force my way back onto the asphalt. You cannot just treat someone like this. And I'm not gonna get pushed into the wall. I don't have to take it. That's my feelings on it. Still pushing me. Still running into me. So, at this point, you know what Batman said to Ra's al Ghul at the end of Batman Begins? Remember that quote? I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you either. And that's my mentality a whole bunch when it comes to incidents like this. Yeah, well, he did. He said it in chat. Both Samuel and Tenzing chatted me in the middle of the race there. Yeah, I don't have to just get out of your way. That's not racing. Yeah, right, Burns, yeah. So do we dare go again? So, any verdicts? Any verdicts in chat? What do you guys say? Final verdicts. Excuse me, final verdicts is what we're looking for. Is that right, Lamont? There's the gavels. Not your fault. Okay, thank you, Steven. Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna try one more time. The real shame of it is that it stole from us a battle with Quad, because we were right there with them. It'd have been nice to see me and the Bugatti against Quad's pace, which is magnificent this week. Oh, I meant to look at what happened to Will. Bugatti again is my verdict. All right, Saragon, you got it. The court has spoken. That's it. It's been declared. Appreciate you guys. Hold your ground. That's what I. Same thing happened yesterday with another driver when I was racing with Mav. Guy just pushing me into the corners every time, and when he did it the third time, and he ends up right next to me and just starts pushing me, I'm like, I don't have to move. I'm here, and he ends up crashing because he just, you know, he hits the front of my car and he's gone. SMF's in. Woo! 15 months. Member of the Stud Club. Thank you, Saragon, for your support. Oh, Saragon says he needs a burger. Can we get the man a burger? Can we get the man a 50 burger? Good to have SMF here. Fast boy SMF. Rusty, first one. Okay. All right, last race of the night, most likely. Afternoon, whatever it is. It is a boat. But these bigger hips don't lie. Yeah, it's daytime. Whatever. I'm used to streaming at night. What can I say? Oh yeah, it's morning for Steven over there on the West Coast. my goodness, Tenzing. You best not take your frustrations out on my man SMF. Child. Oh. The Bugatti is hurt. She does not want to turn. Man, did he not get a pen for that? That is lame. Infantile. I guess we're just not allowed to pass him. I guess that's what it is. You can't pass him in any situation. Two other cars with decent top speed, actually. Oh, SMF with a 1.5 second pen. He's been breaking the rules. According to the... Whoa. All right, we have a couple laps here to try and catch that pack up ahead. That's 2nd through 5th up there. Do have to watch this Mazda though. This Mazda could pull on us. Three wide up ahead. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's still 3 wide. Holy cow. That's what I did. That's the true steering mod. There's the true brake mod, and I also have the true steering mod. happy Will's in second, though. That's cool. Oh, I'm sorry, SMF. Oh, sorry, Lukey. Man, people just want to fight today, don't they? My gosh. It is. I just like a good shot at quad. That's all I really want. I just want one good shot at quad. It is bloodlust. GT7 bloodlust. Yeah, I'm too heavy, man. Like... Yeah, okay. I love being called trash. That's one of my favorite things to be called. So let's look at it again, shall we? It's too entertaining to not. Then it's been interesting. Is that right, Will? There's a lot of replays this week that we've saved. Like moving an elephant with a toothpick. All right. So first off, he's slow. All right. He's slowing us up. Quad's pulling away. I'm not touching him. I want everyone to see. No touchy. No touchy. And at this point, like, I'm under 2/10 behind you. In the Bugatti, there's no shot. I'm sorry, Tenzing. I got you. The pull in 6th gear is just nuts. So, at this point, look. This is not a defense, right? This, for him, this is just a, I'm just sort of moving over. I'm just sort of moving over. To me, this is not a solid defense. So, I take the inside line. And he moves over in the braking zone. Like, let's watch it from his perspective. All right, so I'm over here now, and I'm far. I'm not close. I'm given plenty of space. Now he decides to continue to move over. Like, what are we trying to do? And it's the braking zone. I'm not trying to hit him. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just making the move. But instead he goes for a block in the braking zone. I have no chance to move. Now I knew it was gonna come. Sprinty! Hey there, good to see you, man. You had a good finish, didn't you? Actually hits SMF in the process. I can't believe he didn't get penalized for that too. That is messed up. Good for Big Al. Big Al came from way back. Well, hey, one man's problem is another man's reward. Did you kill him for me? Oh, here it is. All right, because you had that second and a half pen to spend. Oh, and you got cut off by sound might slowed you down. Space is being given, but look at this. So, SMF, you're given plenty of space. And he's turning into you. He's initiating contact when you are all the way. You can't really be any more over here. My goodness. Now he's just gonna ride you. So, at this point again, I'm thinking like the answer here, SMF, you got to just hold your ground. You belong there, right? You exist. You deserve to exist there. And he keeps initiating contact. So oh, you're welcome, Allan. Appreciate you, man. So this, I think, I'm biding my time. So I give him a tap here. See what speed he's at. Yeah, so maybe he overslowed some. But I want you to watch. Watch my input. I am now 5 or 6 miles per hour slower than I would be. So at this point, I'm really not thinking about taking the spot. I mean, the Bugatti has pool, so, and I didn't want to give up a spot to Rowdy, technically. So then here we go. Now, again, I have to, I'm getting pushed into the wall. So, one person in this situation made a mistake. The other person's being dirty, in my opinion. That's my verdict. And after that, I don't have to save you. I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then there you are in P4 just trying to live your life. All right, shall we continue the entertainment? One more. One more for fun. It's too entertaining not to at this point. If I can get there in time. You too, Sprinty. Thank you. I made them angry, apparently, because I passed them. That's all I can figure. No, again, SMF, I think, I mean, it ended up with both of you wrecking. But to me, again, Tenzing is initiating contact on someone on the inside of the turn. And if you don't at least push back a little bit, he's going to either put you in the pit wall or in the pit or in the wall, period. And you don't have to deal with that. So hold your ground. I think you did it exactly right. You held your ground. Qua's not in this one. All right. You got your popcorn out. Good luck, SMF. Oh, goodness. But dang, right? It's a huge difference, isn't it, Steven? Oh my goodness. The racing was fantastic. The last 6 to 9 races of Thursday night, they were amazing. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be the one to initiate contact in a non-contact game, that's what racing is supposed to be, you know? You got your first sim set up. Discreet man, welcome to spending a lot of money. Let me know what you got. What did you get, Discreet? Yeah. Down the expensive rabbit hole. I want to be friends. I don't want to be enemies. Oh, but the Mazda without slipstream, man, it's crazy. There we go again. Okay, SMF. Oh no, SMF's got a pen. Moza R12, okay. Yeah, so dial. My advice would be dial in some settings if you need to pull some settings from somewhere else. You know, to get kind of a base. Figure out what really works, and then try not to adjust things too much. I would say as well. Find something that works, but stick with that because you're just learning the wheel. Honestly, I think it takes a good year to really learn, especially if you've just started. It takes a good year to really learn what your wheel is telling you. And then, yeah, just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's going to take time, but the time is worth it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Will's a coming. Will is a coming. That's a defense. All right, we do have to be on punt alert. No punt. Let's go, Will. Yeah, buddy. Nice race. Love it. Whee! Fantastic, dude. Great move on the inside there. I know, SMF. It is bad. I race on Mondays. Oh, you gotta... Okay, I will. Thank you, thank you. Haven't saved this many replays in a long time. Sprinty says, well done to both me and Tensing. Thank you, Discreet. Thank you, Yoast. All right, let's see this pen. It's out here hurting feelings. That's right. And so is the Bugatti, apparently. I'm a target today, man. Yeah, sorry, SMF. It's not the day. Yeah, stick to... Man, it's a shame you missed Thursday night. Thursday night was awesome racing here. It was just genuinely wonderful. The top 7, top 8 of each race were all friends. We all knew each other. Oh, that one. Oh, is that right, Will? Nice. Oop. Oh, there. Shoot. Or that one, maybe. No, yeah. This is when I looked back because I saw you were behind me. I'm like, okay. Maybe SMF and I can just sort of get away. Oh, man. And that all started because this guy... Yeah, he's taking way too much speed there. That's no good. So you need to be in the Mazda. He doesn't brake. Look, no braking. Trying to take 94 to the apex. Shifts down to third. That'll help. Now he's braking a little bit. But again, not enough. By here, you need to be mid-80s. It's too late. So that's why he hits me. And then I bounce off the wall and then bounce into him, which then bounces into SMF. It is nuts. No, Rowdy Burns is Rowdy. Down here, this guy. Oh yeah, nothing bad. Let's look at the last lap and call it a day. Let's watch it from his perspective. So Tenzing brakes early, but then can't hold the apex. Uses me for brakes. And Tenzing right here, he's driving tight. I think he's really nervous at this point because he's very slow through there. Oops. He's not racing loose here. He's very tight. So, I mean, you can still be 90 right here. But right here, you need to be like mid-80s. And he's 78. So, I think, not much fault, not much Will could do, but he did tap us there. Yeah, and then he tries to take 70 to the apex. You need to be like 65, 66. And it's just not going to work. He doesn't make the adjustment, so he crashes. He has PTSD of his own making. Oh man, I'm so slow through that corner, I held Will up too. Now what he's probably worried is that I'm gonna smack him because he's smacked me. But I have intentionally destroyed someone one time. And that's because he was wrecking everyone's race. That was Cheech. Oh, what a glorious run there. And this is the magic of the Swifty, because you see he's not full throttle. So that way he's not getting any wheel spin. The fronts are going to hook up really nicely and he gets all of this pool out there. In retrospect, I think I shouldn't have been so wide. I should have tried to be a little narrower. Let's get a picture of the two non-metas. Coming to the finish line, baby. You've been racing a lot this week, haven't you? Oh, that's a cool shot. Look at that. Everyone's mad this week, and you're killing it. Yeah, great, good for you, man. I'm excited for you. I like it. I shared it, Will. So if you want to grab it, you should be able to grab it too. But not today. No, definitely not today. Oh, I still have the voice up there this whole time. There we go. All right, my friends, that is going to do it. The good news is I did get my DR. Let's see. See if it this thing is. I did get it above 60,000. So we're less than 6,000 away from where I was before I got the DR reset, which is cool. Most of you, yeah. It was rough. It was rough. I'm grateful. I think my pace is decent enough that I mean, even every time I got knocked back, I was able to catch back up in a really short race. So, yeah, it wasn't, at least for me, it wasn't too bad. I think that's why I kept going out there, because I knew I could handle it. And yeah. I guess the moral of the story is be careful who you pass, because they might inflict great pain on you if they do that. Good stuff, Discreet. Yeah, man. Happy practicing. All right, we'll see you all Monday. We'll check out the new dailies together, like we usually do. We'll head over there. We'll see what they're all about. We'll get practicing. We'll do some live lap guides, and we'll hopefully get a couple races in as well. Thank you for your support today. Thank you for cheering Allan on. He was a great guest. Thank you for pulling for us here in the races. Good to race with some other friends, even if there were some miscreants about as well. Good stuff, everyone. I love you all like crazy. Not a single thing you can do to change your mind. Change my mind. What am I saying? I'll see y'all soon. Bye.